Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Peter. If you are not a subscriber on this channel, please subscribe. Thank you. In today's video, we are going to be looking at Excel if function and its multiple conditions. We are going to be looking at Excel if function and its multiple conditions. Do you want to learn how to use Excel if function, including how to consider multiple conditions? If yes, you are in the right place. The if function is one of the commonly used functions in Excel, and it is essential for data analysis and decision making. In this video, we'll walk through the basics and then proceed to examples that demonstrate how to analyze multiple conditions or tests. All right, let's go. So let's check the overview of the if condition. So in Excel, let's say we have A here and we have B here. A equals B gives us false, while B equals B is true. Can you see? Let's say we have 2A and we have 4A. Equals 2 2 greater than 4 is false, but 5 greater than 4 is true. So there are situations whereby we don't want to see either true or false. You understand? There are some situations whereby we don't want to see either true or false. Let's say we want to see, let's say if 5 if 5 is greater than 4, we want to see correct. And if this is less than this, we want to see wrong. So in that situation, let's check that situation. Let's say we have 5A, we have 4A. That is when if comes to play. If 5 is greater than 4, what do we want to see? We want to say correct. So your text must be inside a quote. We call it string. If not, if 5 is not greater than 4, then we want to see wrong. So that is the simplest form of if function. Now you cannot see true and false again. So if 5, let's say we put 3 here. So 3 is not greater than 4. So the answer is wrong. If we put 6 here to become right. So that is the basic of if function. Can you see? The logical text. That's the first thing you have to find out. What's the logical test? Your logical test can be 6 less than 4 or A equals B. So the next one is value if true. Value if true comes before value if false. So first you need to deal with your logical test, comma, then value if true, comma, then value if false. Right? It's as simple as that. For example, you can use if function to check if a student has passed or failed an exam based on their score. If the student's score is greater or equal to 60, they have passed the exam, and the function will return pass. If the student's score is less than 60, they have failed the exam, and the function will return fail. Assuming the score is stored in this cell, let's give it this, in this cell, the formula to accomplish this is, all right, let's try and do it. If Let's put 60 here. That's the score. Now, if if this greater than or equals to 60, then the student pass. That's value if true, pass. Else, if it is not, else it's fail. Fail. So now let's put 50 here. 50 is fail. 30 is fail. 70 is pass. That's how simple the if function is. So let's check the another basic example of if function. Now let's look at this example. Let's say we want to calculate the bonus amount for employees based on eligibility. If an employee is eligible, their bonus is 500, and if not, their bonus is 0. We want to write a formula in column D. So this is column D. Let's write formula. They are saying if an employee is eligible, their bonus is 500, and if not, the bonus is 0. Now let's do it. If this employee 1013, if equals n, so what should happen? It should be 0. But if not, what should happen? It should be 500. Do you understand? So now, let's say we want to calculate a bonus amount for employees based on their eligibility. So N means no, Y means yes. So N means this person is not eligible. Y means this person is eligible. So those that are eligible, those that are Y, they are given $500. Why those that are N, those that are not eligible, they are given 0. Are you warming up? So let's look at another example, another basic example. Let's say we want to calculate a bonus based on multiple conditions. That is, if an employee is not eligible, their bonus is 0. If they are eligible, we want to check whether they are vested or not. If they are eligible, we want to check whether they are vested or not. If they are vested, their bonus is 500. Otherwise, their bonus is 0. How do we do this? Let's look at it. If this equals n, so what should happen? 0. Now we are going to put another if function inside. If this, which is L6, which is L6, if is equals Y, then we want to give it 500. Else we give it 0. Close it. That's how simple it is. Let's check the formula again. This one is obstructing the view. It's obstructing. So now we are saying if it is not eligible, if it is not eligible but vested, it's 0. If it is eligible but not vested, it is still 0. But if it is eligible and vested at the same time, then we give it $500. Another one, eligible and vested at the same time, $500 will be given to that employee. If the employee is eligible and not vested, it is 0. If employee is eligible and vested, it's 500. It is as simple as that. It's as simple as that. So if function is not hard, so the formula we use inside here is this for you to see. So we use K6. The first if function here it deals with eligible equals n. If it is n, then it's 0. Then we put another if function inside to take care of the value if false. So you can do that. Try and do that. It is as simple as it is on my screen. Please practice it. If you have any question, you can put it in the comment section. I can do another video to expatiate more on this if function. So, okay, guys. So we want to look at and function. And function. And function. So and function means, what does it say? Let's check what it says, the tip. And so and checks whether all arguments are true and returns true if all arguments are true. So we have two arguments here. For the first argument is that this cell equals red. That's the first argument. Now the second argument is that this cell is greater than 5, and that is the second argument. So if none of these conditions are met, we are going to have false as your return. Now let's put red here. That means true, since the two arguments are met. Now we have red here and we have 8 here. 8 is greater than 5. 8 is what? Greater than 5. 8 is greater than 5. So the conditions are met. If we put 5 here, it is false because this place is not greater than 5. If we put 5.5 there, it will be true. It will be true. If we put 6 there, it will be true because the two conditions are met. You understand? Now let's look at all function. All function states that one of the conditions must be met to arrive at true. Let's check the tip. So checks whether any of the arguments are true and return true or false. Returns false only if all arguments are false. So for this place to have false, in it, to return false, for this condition, for this argument to return false, none of these conditions must be met. Now we have yellow instead of red. We have yellow here, and instead of greater than 5, we have this one is met. So let's put 4 here. If we put 4 here, that means none of the conditions are met. Then it's going to return false. It's as simple as that. It's going to return false if none of the conditions are met. So another one is ifs. We have ifs. So there's something called ifs. So let's use it on this. Ifs. Okay, let me copy this. So let's use ifs here. Let's use ifs here. So we have ifs function. So what does it do? Let's check. Ifs. So ifs checks whether one or more conditions are met and returns a value corresponding to the first true condition. So now let's say if this, let's y, let's put z here, z, let's put k here, let's put e here. Now if ifs this if this equals n, what do you want to have there? We want to have 0. Now if this again, if d4 again, d4 equals z, what do we want to have here? We want to have 1, comma, if d4 again equals k, if it's equal to k, what do we want to have here? We want to have 3, comma, if d4 again equals e, what do we want to have here? We want to have 5, then close it. It's as simple as that. So we said if this equals n, we want to have O. If this equals z, we want to have 1. If this equals k, we want to have 3. If this equals e, we want to have 5. So these ones are not available. We did not specify any conditions for these ones. So this ifs takes care of everything. It's very, very simple. It's a new function. They just introduced it maybe a year or 2 years ago. It's relatively new compared to others. Right? Okay, that is it. Thank you for watching this video. Hope to see you next time. Bye.